Point model focuses on children and adolescents who have emotional and behavioral problems. And when kids from Cedar's Point experience high levels of stress, they become dysregulated, and what they choose to do at that point to handle their dysregulated state is usually something along the lines of something violent or using a maladaptive coping skill.
When I was in, like, say for Lakeview or Kings County, like, every day was something. Like, if it wasn't a fight, it was misbehaving. If it wasn't misbehaving, it was theft. I wasn't in a gang or anything, but like in Kings County, there were a lot of gangs, so like I really be mixed up with them.
Sure.
But like in a way, I'm glad, but I'm not glad that my mom sent me here because I'm away from all of that. But I'm also away from my family.
When kids come to Cedar's Point, it's because the traditional approaches that have been used to work with them and to try to address their behavior and to try to teach them more appropriate coping mechanisms, the traditional approach isn't working for them. Some of the alternative interventions that we use involve the hiking trails that we have, getting out and walking the stress off, the equine program that we have here where it allows the kids to work on relationship skill building and interaction and intimacy in a way that's safer because it's a horse as opposed to a person. And the horses are just unconditionally accepting and embracing of the kids. They just want to be loved and connect, and that works really well for the kids. And then we've started some drum building and some drum circle activities, which we're really excited about. So we asked a gentleman named Stan to come and help the kids build the djembe drums. And the reason that we asked Stan to do this was because we've learned that part of emotional regulation and learning that skill of how to regulate your emotions involves having a healthy and strong relationship to yourself and your own natural biorhythms and your own state of homeostasis.
I was at Carter Hall and they had a big drumming circle. And this is part of the reason why I wanted to do it again, to make the drum, because they had a big drumming circle and like all the kids, they were dancing or whatever and having fun. I was like, man, I can't do none of that. My foot's injured. I'm in a cast. And all I can do is sit down and like watch everybody do stuff. I'm like, nah, that ain't fair. I want to be up there.
That's awesome.
And like I thought about it for a while, like when Elizabeth told us that Stan the drum man is coming to make us drums, that we have to make it. And I was like, yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
And the kids who experience trauma have been sent out of whack in terms of their emotional regulation skills and their stress level and their fight or flight mode. And that actually can become the norm for some people, so that when they're calm and when they're relaxed, it actually triggers anxiety for them because they know, they have a sense that something's going to happen because I'm calm and relaxed and I have to be on guard all the time. So drumming provides an indirect way to work on mindfulness skills and emotional regulation skills, similar to how the horses allow the kids to work on relationship skills and intimacy, because that's a dangerous territory for the kids as well. So when the kids drum, they are expressing an emotion within themselves. Once they get into a groove of it, they can express a feeling and they can express a state that they might not normally be able to put words to. Then they're playing their drum, but they're also engaged with other kids who are playing the drums as well. So now it becomes, I'm having a successful experience of expressing myself amongst a group of people, and I'm included in that group, and I'm not doing anything wrong, and I feel good about that. So I'm improving my social skills, I'm improving my ability to communicate and interact with others, and I am also being able to express myself in a way that to alleviate some stress or feelings that I have that I might not otherwise be able to get out unless I'm doing something aggressive or violent or maladaptive.
It relieves me of stress. It like calms me down, like when I'm feeling sad or blue, like, you know, or sometimes I play when I'm happy.
Even before the drum circle, in terms of building the drums, when I first proposed the idea to the kids, they had no sense that they could build the drum. They had never built a drum. They didn't know how to build a drum. It was very overwhelming to them. So they went from complete sense of, I can't do this, to a finished product of success over a 4-day period.
I expected the process to be something that they could focus on and not be bored or distracted, and that was definitely true. I mean, we were there upwards of 6 hours a day, every day, and I noticed that the students were just focused and engaged essentially the whole time, because there was always a new task to move on to. So once they were bored with painting stain and polyurethane, well, it was time to do the next step anyway.
I wanted to make this drum, and I wanted to make it stand for something, so I made it stand for like the fire that's within my heart right now.
The fire in your heart?
Right, for my family. So I made all my family names. I added this guy here because that's me. I'm not the best drawer in the world. Can you blame me? I added a little bit of waves for the like. That's how I take things. Like I just take things as waves. I just let it coast. When I first got here, I was probably the most not bad kid, but most misunderstood kid.
Misunderstood.
So I made all this with my name, my dad's name, my little brother's name.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That is the bridge that we're trying to create through the Cedars Point approach, where we have a group of kids who have behaviors that compromise their internal integrity of themselves. Because these kids are not kids that want to be violent. They don't want to hurt people that they love. They don't want to sabotage themselves. They want to succeed and have a chance at life just like everybody else. But their coping mechanisms that they've learned through their environment, which has sort of role modeled possibly inappropriate tactics like being abusive to someone to coerce them into doing something, those are the coping skills that they bring to Cedars Point. We can ask them to try something new, try a new survival skill, and they may risk trying it for a little while, but it's not uncommon that they forget or they just go back to their natural way. So it takes a lot of time, and we're asking them to rewrite their inner pathway of solving problems, and that's a difficult thing to do.
Crotched Mountain has helped me, develop my patience and my working skills. Because before, like if somebody said, Anthony, do you want to make a drum? I would have said, no, I'm good. I don't want to make no drum. I'm not going to use a drum for. When I always use a drum. But but now I kind of more am enthusiastic. Like I want to do things here. I want to help things. This has made me grow more into a young adult because I feel that I can do things that I wasn't able to do before. Like I can keep myself calm. Like if I get mad at somebody, I might just stand there and glare at them for like a minute, but I'll like breathe, take it easy, shake it off, let it go.